My name is Mohamad Haziq bin Muhammad Fauzi. My matrix number is 23 DLS 19F1002. Next.
Hi, my name is Nurul Fathieha Binti Mohamad Yusof. My registration number is 23 DLS 19F1008.
Hi, my name is Izzah Binti Mohamad Nawi. Registration number 23 DLS 19F1032.
Hi, my name is Durga A Nadarajan. My matric number 23 DLS 19F1054.
My name is Norsyuhada Binti Ismail. My registration number is 23 DLS 19F1076. For overview or table of content, we will talking about introduction, problem statement, objective, scope of business project, project limitation, organizational background, organizational chart, service, SWOT, 5C, and methodology.
Let's start with introduction. E-booking or electronic booking is making a reservation or appointment for a service via the internet. By having the online booking system, it will lead to superior control over the reservation process and operation, with the greater accuracy, and tools also help to reduce error due to conventional manual processing. E-booking meets user expectation as it is online, easy to use, and easy to access on any device. Many companies use e-booking to make an investment that help in the scope of expanding market leadership. E-booking process also reduce the numerous phone call and endless email, just a few clicks of button. I will pass to the next presenter, Nurul.
I will continue present about problem statement. Based on a survey conducted at Kptm Bangi, there are several problems faced by users when Kptm Bangi use manual process, which is Google Drive for booking transportation. First, 70% of respondents agreed had been an overlap of schedules when making reservations. This happened because there is no notification of the booking request to the superior for the approval process, where users are unaware of the movement transportation available to book, as well as driving mileage for each transport. In addition, the user also don't know whether the transportation is still available or not, so there are several users booking at the same time. Next is 60% users agreed that the time taken for the transportation application process to be approved was less than 24 hours. And last but not least, every problem needs to be solved quickly to prevent it from getting worse from time to time. If this problem does not be solved, the acquisition unit Kptm Bangi will not only face this problem, but will get another problem, which is last-minute booking. For objective, the general objective of this project is to provide a solution faced by Kptm Bangi regarding transportation booking. For specific objective is to first, to identify common problems that users face when booking manually at Kptm Bangi. Next is to propose suitable system, which is a web system for Kptm Bangi use for booking transportation. And last but not least, the specific objective is to give satisfaction by creating user-friendly booking system, which is quotebooking.com for Kptm Bangi users. I will pass to the next presenter, Mohamad Haziq. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, let's see the scope of the business project. It consists of 6 points, which is the first one is what. It is to propose the e-booking system for the better reservation at the Kptm Bangi. That is why this idea was chosen, because Kptm Bangi has been facing a problem to make a reserve, like late to get approval and cannot see the available booking or not available booking. Then how? With the create of system e-booking, it can manage all the movement, include activity, time, driver, delivery, will be more actual and safer, as well as provide the initial information to the user. Then who? It is happened at Kptm Bangi, Selangor, when it started from September to January 2022. Last but not least is where it happened at Section 14 Jalan Keteras, Cernang, Bandar Baru Bangi, 43,000 Kajang, Selangor, Darul Ehsan. Next, I will pass to the Durga.
Next is the limitation of business project. First is time to limited to discuss with the managing Kptm officer and staff. It is the top for the group to discuss the due time to schedule with the officer and staff of Kptm Bangi. Besides, the staff at the Kptm Bangi is not always available. In order to schedule to prepare the appointment with the staff at the Kptm Bangi. The next limitation project is limitation of the time as student. Just as students have the deadline to turn in assignment class paper, academic researcher also must meet the deadline for the submitting. Therefore, the time available to the study a research problem and to meet the measure change over time is constrained by the deadline of the assignment. It is necessary to get the subject studies, but it's not that easy to get the data immediately from the Kptm Bangi. Last limitation because of pandemic COVID-19. In an effort to mitigate the outbreak of COVID-19, many countries have the imposed drastic lockdown, movement control or shelter in the place order on their residents. The effectiveness of this mitigation measure is highly dependent on the cooperation and complaints of all members of society. Even after the situation gets better, it's not that easy for the Kptm Bangi to receive guests from outside. This will always affect the delay in the getting information, and when doing work together, not face to face, is a bit troublesome. Next, I will pass to the next presenter, Nurul Izzah.
Move to project justification organization background. Mara Polytech College was known as Mara Education Foundation College. On 1 September 2003, it was officially changed to Mara Polytech College. It has one university college and 7 branch colleges, which are KUPTM, College University Polytech Mara Kuala Lumpur, Kptm Kuantan, Kptm Bangi, Kptm Kota Baru, Kptm Alostar, Kptm Ipoh, Kptm Batu Pahat and Kptm Sempurna Sabah. Kptm Bangi was a third Kptm branch and established in 1988. Kptm Bangi was located at Section 14 Jalan Teras Jenang, Bandar Baru Bangi, 43,000 Kajang, Selangor. The director of this organisation is Mr. Ramli bin Muhammad Jawi. Next, organizational chart. Based on equation unit in Kptm Bangi, Mr. Kurauni bin Ahmad is a senior assistant director and assists by Mr. Azram Effendi. On the bottom, there are 2 clerks, which is Mrs. Diana Anum and Mrs. Yatin, 1 top clerk, Mr. Hashim, and 2 technicians, Mr. Muhammad Fazri and Mr. Ahmad Puan. They also have 3 drivers who is in charge of the transportation, like Mr. Shahrul Aizan, Mr. Alias and Mr. Ahmad Irwan. I will pass to the next presenter, Norsyuhada.
Product and service. Product and service that Kptm Bangi provide is transportation service. There are 7 available, including car, van and bus. But there are only 3 drivers for all those transportations. the user of vehicle are to facilitate user to go to destinations. For example, it can avoid user from congestion. There are also some places that are so difficult to get parking spot. So when using driver, it can be easier because driver are not parked there. Only drop the passengers and come again when all done. This service can save time to go meeting, and the way to book or order the transportation is by Google Drive Home. I will pass this presentation to my other group member.
Thank you. Now let's look at the SWOT. It includes the 4 topics. The first is strengths. Strengths are the qualities that enable to accomplish the organization mission. These are the basic on which continued success can be made and continue or sustain. Next is a weakness. Weakness are the qualities that prevent an organization from accomplishing a mission and achieving our full potential. Next is opportunity. Opportunity are represented by the environment within which an organization operates. This arises when the organization takes the advantage of a condition in its environment. Last but not least is threat. Threat arises when the condition in the external environment jeopardize the reliability and the profitability of the organization business. Threats are uncontrollable. Then let's see the 5C in consists 5 things. First is a company. When they're analyzing a company using the 5C marketing framework, the key issue is to identify the sustainable competitive advantage that belongs to the focal company. Next is customer, where the group of the potential customer a company can reach with it is a product or service can be broken down into the 3 main sides. First is a total available market, second is serviceable, and the last is the serviceable obtainable market. Then we have a competitor. The competitor analysis takes into the consideration the competitor position within the industry and the potential threat it may pose to other business. The second last is collaboration. Collaboration are the external stakeholder who teams up with the organization in the mutual beneficial partnership. And the last is the climate. Climate is analysis is the evaluation of the micro-environmental factor affecting the business. Spatial analysis can be used to analyze the political, economic, social, culture, and technical climates. Next, I will pass to the Durga.
Now we are entering methodology. There are 2 types of research, namely quantitative and qualitative research. In this project, we use quantitative research by providing a questionnaire to the respondent are required to answer all the questions which is given option either yes or no. This research collects information from 10 workers of Kptm Bangi by sending out survey. From the survey, the questionnaire can be clearly show the percentage of the questionnaires result. In qualitative research, by face-to-face meeting with Mr. Zulkifli bin Mohamad, the Deputy Director of Management Service, can get more detail about information such as process problem or lack of operation in organization. This meeting is more beneficial because it can be explained face-to-face when asked question, and feedback information to be the obtained will be easier to understand. Sampling design. Sample of the research involved user transportation booking at Kptm Bangi with a total of 10 respondents. This research used sampling due to specific population. The population is the most in investigation to determine the problem area that needed to be changed and the number of data and information to be collected. The questionnaire can define the actual problem and the preferred solution for this institution. Next, I will pass to next presenter, Norsyuhada.
Data collection method. Data collection method is integral part of research design. There are several data collection methods which have their own advantage and disadvantage. Research show that with the use of appropriate methods, it can greatly enhance the value of one research. It was divided into two sources. The first one is primary data. Primary data is using questionnaire which are distributed by hand, and respondent must return a complete questionnaire within 2 days. Next is secondary data. By using journal from the internet to get more information about research. One other method that has been used in collection data is by interviewing the Deputy Director of Management Service of Kptm Bangi, Mr. Zulkifli bin Mohamad Siddiq. Interviewing is a useful data collection method, especially during the exploratory stage of research. Interview may be unstructured or structured. The interview was conducted face-to-face. Structured interviews that are conducted are to gain the insight based on a list of predetermined questions. Data analysis method. Data analysis method summarizes collected data. It involves the interpretations of data gathered through the use of analytical and logical reasoning to determine pattern, relationship, or trends. Process of systematically applying statistical or logical technique to describe and illustrate, condense and recap and evaluate data. Analysis of the questionnaire result took place via percentage. I will pass this presentation to my other group member.
In conclusion, e-booking system created to help Kptm Bangi to make more friendly user transportation booking. The main objective of this project is to solve the manual process problem faced by Kptm Bangi. Based on questionnaire, 100% of respondents agree with the e-booking system that we propose. Qualitative method and quantitative method are applied to prove that the objective of this research have been achieved. That's all from us. Thank you.